was just after 11 p.m. when Emily finally shut her laptop and leaned back on the couch. She'd been working on a college paper all night. Her apartment dimly lit except for the warm glow of a single lamp in the living room. Outside, autumn winds rattled the bare branches against her window. Her roommate was out of town, leaving her alone for the first time in weeks. Normally, Emily enjoyed the peace. No chatter, no background noise. But tonight, she noticed something unsettling. Every few minutes, she thought she heard the faint crunch of leaves outside. She told herself it was nothing, just a stray cat or the wind. She got up to pour herself a glass of water, passing by the large living room window. The blinds were open just a crack, and the streetlight outside cast a soft orange glow into the room. That's when she froze. Through the narrow gap in the blinds, she saw the shape of a man's face staring back at her. She gasped and stepped back so fast she almost dropped the glass. Her heart was pounding. The face didn't move. No expression, no blink. Just watching. Emily grabbed her phone, but her hands were shaking so badly she almost dropped it. She dialed 911, whispering into the phone, explaining what she saw. The operator told her to stay on the line, lock all the doors, and wait for officers to arrive. She crept toward the front door to double-check the lock, but that meant passing the window again. She kept her head turned away, avoiding the blinds. The dispatcher kept talking, asking for details. Is he still there? Emily didn't want to look, but she had to know. Slowly, she glanced at the blinds. The face was gone. Her stomach dropped. The dispatcher told her to stay calm, but her mind was racing. Where did he go? She moved toward her bedroom to hide, but then she heard it, the soft sound of the back door handle jiggling. Emily ran into her bedroom, slammed the door, and locked it. The dispatcher stayed with her, saying police were on their way. A minute later, the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps crept across her living room floor. Emily's entire body went cold. The dispatcher's voice was calm but firm. Emily, stay where you are. Don't make a sound. She could hear the footsteps moving toward the bedroom. Then silence. And then the faint sound of breathing right outside her door. Her phone was slippery in her sweating hands. She didn't dare speak. Suddenly, the silence shattered, loud pounding on the bedroom door, each hit harder than the last. Emily screamed. The dispatcher told her the officers were almost there. The pounding stopped. A few seconds later, she heard the creak of the bedroom window sliding open. Emily turned to see a shadowy figure climbing in, tall, thin, wearing a dark hoodie. His face was partially hidden, but his eyes, those cold, unblinking eyes, were the same ones from the window. She dropped the phone and bolted for the door, flinging it open and sprinting into the hall. At that exact moment, 2 police officers burst through the front door, guns drawn. The man tried to run back out the window, but the officers caught him before he could escape. It turned out he'd been watching her for days. They found a knife in his jacket pocket and duct tape in his backpack. If she hadn't seen him in the window, she might not be alive today.